Good day all. Today I'm going to teach you lesson 1 from your Beehive textbook. That's your prose. Fun They Had by Isaac Asimov. The lesson title itself tells you that children are having some fun. Yes? Now, going to school is fun or staying at home? This particular lesson, I feel, for this particular time is very apt. Why did I say so? We are all quarantined. We are at home. Our school is right now in virtual way. We cannot see the teacher directly. She is somewhere in the system or in our mobiles. She cannot scold us if we are not sitting in the place. But we cannot even talk with our friends because they are not beside us. Do you think we can have some fun like this? Yes? So, this lesson deals with this. What? Virtual learning, where you are confined in a place for some hours together, which is called as a school according to you, and you learn. Yes? So, this particular chapter is a scenario which is in the futuristic time. That is, after 150 years, how world would be. It would be like this, quarantined. We don't meet anyone. We learn everything at home in the system. We don't know what friends are or what friends do, usually in a classroom. What is a school? What is a building? That is, our future generations may not know what is a school. Everything done in a single room where you are sitting in front of a computer and the computer is teaching you. So over here, there are two children in this particular lesson, Margie and Tommy. They are in this virtual kind of learning. They don't know what is school exactly. For according to them, school is something sitting in their particular bedrooms in front of the computer. Once Tommy gets onto the attic and he starts cleaning it and he finds something called a book. He finds it interesting. He finds something strange. A book with pages where you have to turn the page by page to read. Now, you and I will feel it funny. How can a boy doesn't know what is a book? Yes, he doesn't know because he knows only tabs, computers, mobiles, notebooks in the sense the notes which you have in the form of electronic items. He knows only that. So over here, he was surprised seeing a book with yellow pages, which was very old, in a sort of a torn kind of a book. You might have seen such old books in your grandpa's shelves. Yes, so over here the boy finds it very interesting and he wants to share it with his friend named Margie. He rushes to her and shows her, see, this is my grandfather's book, and I found it so funny that people used to read it by turning page after page. For them, they used to slide, and it was so easy. And over here, if you have to read something again in the front page, you have to turn the page and read. Now, he tells Margie, my grandpa even told me that there was something like a school, where it was a building, where you had classrooms, where you have one human being as a teacher. Now, Margie wished how good it would be if I had a teacher like that. This particular teacher, this geography teacher who comes every day in the monitor in the form of a robot, she irritates me, she or it. Yes, it irritates me. It gives me so much of homework. It doesn't even understand that I did not understand what it is telling me. So now Margie started to think how nice it would be if we would have been in those time where our grandfather and our grandmother or our parents studied. So over here they discuss about many things. They made an entry in their diary that Tommy found the real book. So now what is real? Something which can be holded in hands. Yes, now they found it so interesting. They found out that schools were actually buildings where they had separate rooms for separate classes. They had friends beside them with whom they can discuss the answers, with whom they can share their emotions, with whom they can play, and teachers who were a second parent, whom they can go and tell, ma'am, I didn't understand this particular lesson, I didn't understand this particular subject, and the teacher explains. So all these were, so when you don't understand something, you go and ask the teacher, right? You go in person, you talk to them, whether sir or a ma'am. You feel them to be your second parent at school. But when you sit in front of the computer, for example, now it is quarantine, you're seeing this lesson over the mobile. Now you may have some doubts. A child who may not understand what is a word quarantine, he is hearing it for the first time. How will he ask me? Yes, so if it is in the classroom, you will get up and ask, ma'am, what is quarantine? Yes, people have been telling these words. I have been hearing it in the news. No one was able to explain. Please explain. How will you ask in front of a computer? Yes, that person has to be in person to reply you. So Maggie was feeling it so bad that she couldn't be in those times where people, a human being, used to teach the lesson. So over here, she tells that her school was so bad. That particular room where she sits and learns in front of the computer gives her homeworks, that too in coding system. She has to code the homework and drop it inside the slot given for it, and the computer checks it, corrects it, puts 0 or put marks. It even complains to the parent saying that your child is not studying well, and the parent used to punish. So over here, this 11-year-old Maggie, she did not like the school she was going to, the virtual classroom. She did not like it. She wanted a classroom where they can go to the school together, laugh together, play together, and help each other. This appeared more interesting than sitting alone in a room in front of a computer and reading instructions on the screen where you cannot even clear your doubts. Now she started to hate the word school even more. Yes, now the children who are sitting at home right now you are bored. Now you want to go to school, you want to go and enjoy. The same children who never wanted to go to school, I think they'll be asking their parent, Ma, when is the school reopening? Yes, so please understand the value of schools, understand the value of education, understand the value of teachers who teach you, and your life will be more colorful and you can really have fun, as the lesson says, the fun they had. Thank you. Have a great day and be safe.